Hello, my name is Kritiani Namchai. I am an IR student, and today I would like to talk about my concept map on community security in the Brazilian Amazon from IRR 330 International Security, Conflict and Cooperation course. First, let's talk about what is community security. Community security is all about making sure people feel safe in their daily lives, not just from violence but from anything that threatens their well-being. This includes things like access to clean water, protection from crime, stable housing, healthcare, and the ability to live with dignity and without fear. So, first one, when we think about the Amazon, we often imagine trees, river, and incredible biodiversity. But beneath the beautiful lies a crisis, one that's affects not just the forest, but people who live in that. That's why today we're talking about the community security in the Brazilian Amazon. This region is home to the world's largest rainforest and thousands of indigenous communities, but it also become a battleground where nature and culture are being destroyed by violence, greed, and neglect. What are these violence? Logging and mining. Logging and mining tears through the forest, causing massive deforestation. This leads to serious environmental problems like loss of biodiversity, contaminates river, and rising CO2 level. It doesn't just harm nature, it's weakened the forest's ability to protect the planet. Next is the drugs trafficking. The powerful criminal network run drug trafficking routes across remote Amazon area. These groups use violent local authorities and spread fear. They are deeply linked to illegal mining and logging, making the crisis more dangerous and harder to control. So, this has relationship with the human security on human rights. The people suffering the most are the indigenous groups like Yanomami and Munduruku. They face human rights violations like land grabs, sexual violence, and even killings. Their water is poisoned by the mercury from the logging and mining, and also their children get sick. All of these activity has led to displacement. These activities have forced them to leave their land and has no place to stay. So, it's become the community engagement from people in Brazil and the border of Brazil. From the NGO like the Amazon Watch and CIMI or Indigenous Missionary Council are the key organizations working with indigenous groups. They provide legal help, education, and international advocacy. They expose abuses and pressure the government to act. Let's take a look from community security to global security. When Amazon community are under attack, it creates national insecurity and weaken borders. And globally, it strengthens climate ability, human rights, and biodiversity. That's why this is a global issue. The first one is criminal networks. The Amazon have become a strategic zone for a transnational criminal network. These are not just local gangs, they are highly organized groups involved the drug trafficking, gold smuggling, and illegal timber exports. They exploit weak governance, threaten indigenous communities, and spread violence across borders. Next is the environmental problem. Environmental problem caused by illegal logging, mining, and pollution are not just local. The Amazon is often called the lungs of the earth. When trees are cut, when rivers are poisoned with mercury, the world loses its ability to breathe. This contributes to climate change, food insecurity, and water scarcity. Issues that affect every country on the earth. And for the last one, this leads to the international response. How international responds to this situation. First, the group like UN, ODC, or United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime monitor illegal activity and raise the problem to the world. And next, the regional cooperation like ACTO or Amazon Cooperation Treaty Organization. This helped Brazil work with neighbors like Colombia and Peru. Together, they share intelligence and protect borders. So, for the conclusion, protecting the Amazon means protecting people, culture, ecosystem, and the planet itself. Community security is the first step, but it requires international solidarity, strong laws, and listening to indigenous voice. The forest cannot survive without its people, and neither can we.